In the past 10 years I have been more to Malaysia than to my hometown, and today in this video I'm going to share with you my top 5 reasons why I love Malaysia. We just had an afternoon tea in this beautiful place. STG Tea House. Look at this old historical building here. Something has happened to it. Looks like it was a nice, beautiful building. Yeah, and by the way, the city where we are right now, it's called Ipoh. Ipoh is a medium-sized city in Malaysia, approximately a 2-hour bus ride from Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia. But yeah, as I said, that this video it won't be about Ipoh, it will be about my thoughts on Malaysia, why I love Malaysia, why we love Malaysia, why we have been coming back to Malaysia so many times. Look at these beautiful houses here on the outskirts of Ipoh, on this quiet street. This house here, these houses. Yeah, so why Malaysia? Why we are coming back to Malaysia so many times? So reason number 1, and by the way the reasons are in no particular order. Reason number 1, Malaysia is a very modern country. It was also one of the main reasons why we went to Malaysia the very first time in 2014. We were looking for a place where to go after cycling across India. We had no idea about any of the countries of Southeast Asia. We had heard about Thailand, we had heard some things about Indonesia, but Malaysia at the time wasn't on our minds at all. We did a quick research. We found out that Malaysia is a very modern, developed country. We thought, yeah, let's go and see. We went and we immediately fell in love with it. And the thing is that I must admit that Malaysia is the country from which we really started to like Asia. Yes, we had been to India before that. We had spent like 5 months in India, but India for us back then also same like before, same like now, felt like a destination for an adventure. But in Malaysia, like we really fell in love with Asia. So that's the reason number 1. Malaysia is a very modern country. Now reason number 2, and also it will explain you what exactly do I mean by saying that Malaysia is a very modern country. It's very easy to get around in Malaysia, and it's very loud here, so let's move on a little bit. Yeah, it's very easy to move around in Malaysia. There are lots of different transportation options. For example, in KL, in the capital of Malaysia, there are trains, there are metro, there is a monorail, the train also, a different kind of train. There are buses. I have been complaining a lot, and I think I will say that at least a few more times in my videos from Malaysia, that it's pretty hard to get around by walking in Malaysia. But if you want to take a public transportation in Malaysia, it's super easy, both in KL and in the nearby cities and across the country. Lots of different bus options. Train goes to many places. There is a fast train going in the direction of Singapore. Not all the way, not now, but there is. It is easy to travel by plane in Malaysia, and it's also very affordable. So yeah, traveling around in Malaysia is easy. That's the reason number 2. So number 1, Malaysia is a very modern country. Number 2, it's very easy to travel around in Malaysia. And the number 3, it's also in a way related to Malaysia being a very modern country, is that it's easy to communicate in English in Malaysia, because many people in Malaysia speak English, and that makes our life of travelers in Malaysia, very easy. You can say the same, for example, about Thailand. In Thailand, yeah, Thailand is a modern country, it's easy to travel around in Thailand, but not that many people in Thailand speak English. So that's the reason number 3 to love Malaysia. Many people in Malaysia speak English. Many people speak good English. Yeah, look at these houses here on the outskirts of Ipoh. Very nice. And these apartment buildings too. Real nice. So now the reason number 4. It is tasty in Malaysia. The food is really good in Malaysia. One of the reasons it is so is because Malaysia is a multicultural country. There are Malays, Indians and Chinese living in Malaysia. That means also the cuisine is really varied. There are lots of different food options. Even though our taste regarding food in Malaysia has changed in the recent years, over the time that we have been coming to Malaysia, and if at first we really loved the simple, cheap Malaysian food you can get in Malaysian buffets, then now we don't really want that food so much. We like, let's say, Indian buffets more than Malay buffets, and we like Chinese food more than we like Malaysian food, Malay food. But yeah, but still Malaysia is one of the best destinations for us regarding food. Also because Malaysia, as I already said, is a very modern country, and that applies also to food. You can find lots of nice modern cafes offering all these traditional local dishes in a more modern and nice setup, and yeah, and we like that. We like trying different foods, and we like nice cafes, and that's the reason number 4 for us to like Malaysia. Tasty food in the variety of food that you can get here. So yeah, so outskirts of Ipoh. I'll be making separate videos on Ipoh, so I'll be showing you more of this now. Just a quick first look while I'm walking in this area and sharing my thoughts on Malaysia. These are more or less our thoughts, because as we were talking with Duna about our feelings towards Malaysia just today, these feelings that we have are more or less the same. So, and now reason number 5, reason why we love Malaysia so much, and it's that Malaysia offers really good value for money for a tourist, for a foreigner. And what I mean by that is that, yeah, of course there are countries that are cheaper than Malaysia, there are countries that offer cheaper accommodation than Malaysia, there are countries that offer cheaper food than Malaysia. But when you count in all the rest of the things that I already mentioned, and things that I haven't yet mentioned, like the rest of the things that make you like some place, like things like how modern is the country, how well connected is the country, what are the food options in the country, then the value what you get in Malaysia for your money is significantly better than in many other places around the world where we have been to in the last 10 years of extensive travel. And all of this together, these are 5 reasons why we love Malaysia so much. Here's one extra reason why we like Malaysia so much, and it's called Nasi Lemak, the traditional rice dish in Malaysia. It's a very popular breakfast option for locals, and the one that we like the most is the most basic, simple, traditional Nasi Lemak, the one you buy for ringgit or ringgit 50 or 2 ringgit on the streets, and it's wrapped in the banana leaf. The Nasi Lemak ikan bilis telur, as I said, the most basic option, which is with, I think they are called anchovy, the small dried salty fish, and telur is egg, a boiled egg. So that's the reason number 6 for us to love Malaysia. On that, I will finish this video. I'm going back to hotel. We didn't really want to go outside and explore today because it's cloudy and we don't feel like exploring. Also, we'll be in Ipoh for at least 2 weeks, so expect some videos from this city in Malaysia. See you soon, most likely still from Ipoh.